Hi there! In today's video, we're going to cover eKeys and how to use multiple devices with the same AutoSlide system through the AutoSlide app. So, prerequisites for this video are that you already have your AutoSlide app connected to your AutoSlide system, paired, enrolled, and functioning. To demonstrate that, I'm going to open the AutoSlide app. I'm going to select my door for this video, and I'm going to attempt a basic mode change. So right here, I have an AutoSlide MultiDrive system, and I'm going to try to change the mode from pet mode to any other mode. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it into green mode. And we can see right away it switched modes to green, and so that means that my app is paired and connected, and I'm good to proceed. Now this video is going to be applicable whether you have an AutoSlide, a MultiDrive, or an AutoSwing system. So on this phone, I've gone ahead and paired my AutoSlide system, and on this phone, I have signed in to a separate account. Now, if you have an AutoSlide system being controlled by multiple mobile devices, we usually recommend going with a separate account per mobile device. It is not advisable to share an AutoSlide app account between multiple devices. So again, here I have my main owner account, and I can tell because when I hit the back button, the name of my eKey is owner. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my door. And now I'm going to go ahead and share an eKey to this other user. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the key icon at the top right corner. And then you have the option of either sharing an eKey from a member of your contact list or sharing an eKey via email. I'm going to go ahead and enter email and enter the email address of my contact. Now, they do not need to already have an AutoSlide app account for you to send them an eKey, but they will need to make an AutoSlide app account in order to accept the eKey and use the AutoSlide app on their phone. So once I've gone ahead and entered in the email address of the contact that I want to send my eKey to, it gives me these four options. First, we're going to go ahead and cover the admin eKey, which is the highest on the list of eKeys that you can send in terms of permissions. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on admin, and I have the option to include a custom message. So I'll go ahead and hit send eKey. I'll tap OK. And now on this phone, for this user, our eKey should be arriving any second now. In fact, there it is. So in order to open this eKey, I'm going to go ahead and first close out of this owner eKey. The reason for that is because these phones are both connecting to the system via Bluetooth, and only one app or one phone can connect to the system via Bluetooth at a time. We'll cover how to fix this later on in the video. So I'm going to go ahead and hit back, and then I'm going to go ahead and open my test door eKey. I'm going to accept the eKey and then open it up. And you can see right away, I have full permissions to change the mode, open and close the door. I can go ahead and go into my door settings, and I can enable and disable different settings. And I even have the option to send out eKeys myself to other users. So now we're going to cover the second highest eKey in terms of permissions, which is the anytime eKey. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on that and send my eKey to my contact. The eKey was sent and already arrived here. Now, just like before, I'm going to go ahead and back out of my owner eKey and then open up my anytime eKey. I'll accept it, and then I'll open up the door. Now, as you can see, this is pretty much the exact same as the admin eKey, except I do not have the ability to access or change the door settings. I also don't have the ability to send out eKeys of my own. The only permissions I have are to be able to change the mode of the system to lock or unlock the door if you have a locking unit, or to activate the system to open and close the door. Now, if I wanted to convert this eKey from an anytime to an admin, I can do this from my owner eKey. So I'll open up my owner eKey, And then you can see right away that this eKey disconnected because these phones are both accessing the system via Bluetooth. Again, we'll get back to this at the end of the video. I'll access my list of keys right down at the bottom right here. I'll access the person that I sent my anytime key to. And then I have the option to enable admin privileges. If I do this, and then I back out, and now on this phone, you can see that my eKey has changed from anytime to admin. I'll tap on this eKey, and now I have the ability to access door settings and the ability to send out eKeys of my own. So the previous two eKeys we covered are primarily meant for trusted members of the household, family, etc. These next two eKeys are perfect for guests, friends, and household staff. The next eKey we'll cover is the scheduled eKey. So I'll tap on scheduled, and then I can select which days of the week and which times of the day this eKey is enabled. So for example, if I have a dog sitter that comes in on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'll select Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I can choose either all day access or select times. I'll go ahead and tap on select times, and I can choose when this eKey is enabled and disabled. So I'll leave it at these settings from 9 to 5. I'll continue. I can have the option to send a personal message, but I'll just go ahead and send the eKey. eKey was sent, and then you can see right here the eKey is received. So I'm going to go ahead and back out of my owner eKey, open up my new eKey, I'll accept it, and now when I open it, it'll be the same as my anytime eKey where I don't have access to the door settings. I'm not able to send out my own eKeys from this account, but I am able to change the mode to lock and unlock the door and activate the system to open and close the door. And here it lists the days and times that this eKey is enabled. The last type of eKey we'll cover is the guest eKey. The guest eKey is a 24-hour day pass that you give to anyone visiting. So I'll go ahead and tap on guest, and it'll immediately tell you exactly what time this guest eKey is going to expire. Now this guest eKey only works 24 hours from when it was sent, not from when it was accepted. So we'll go ahead and send this guest pass eKey, and you can see right here the eKey arrives. So I'm going to go ahead and back out of my owner eKey, and then open up my test door eKey on the guest pass. I'll accept it and open it. And you can see even before I open it, it says both guest and it gives the number of hours remaining before this pass expires. And just like our anytime eKey, it does not give me any special admin privileges to change the settings or send out my own eKeys. Instead, it just gives me the ability to change the mode of the system or to activate the system to open and close. And at the bottom, it specifies the exact time that this eKey will expire. So now we're briefly going to cover managing eKeys. Let's say that I have a scheduled eKey that I want to revoke. So in my owner eKey, I'm going to tap on this key icon at the bottom, which will bring up the list of active eKeys, myself, the owner eKey, included. So now I see I have this active eKey right here for my guests. I'll tap on this, and I'll delete the eKey. Once this is done, I'm going to go ahead and refresh on this phone here, and then you'll see that the pass expired. So with this method, you can very easily manage any eKeys that you have active with your phone and revoke them whenever you'd like. Now lastly, we're going to cover the differences between Bluetooth connection and Auto+ gateway connection and how they impact our eKeys. So as you saw throughout the video, when both of my phones were attempting to connect to Bluetooth, one eKey had to be turned off or closed out while the other key connected. This is the same as a Bluetooth speaker where only one phone can play to a Bluetooth speaker at a time. Now, if you have the Auto Plus gateway, it acts as a funnel, so that way multiple eKeys can connect to the same system at the same time. So for this door here, I have the Auto Plus gateway connected to link this system to the internet. And you can tell because I have this switch right here between the house icon and the globe icon. The house icon indicates that I'm connecting to the system right now via direct Bluetooth connection. I'm going to go ahead and flip this to the globe icon, and this means that I'm now connecting it via the internet. So now I'm going to go ahead and tap on my eKey section. I'm going to go ahead and enter in the email address of my contact, and then I'm going to provide them with an eKey. And for this example, I'm going to go ahead and select an Anytime eKey. So now, since I have the Auto Plus gateway and I'm connecting via internet, I don't need to close out of my owner eKey. I can still open this eKey here, accept it, and open it. And I'm able to access the door, change the mode, open and close it, at the same time as this eKey can access the door as well. If you do not have an Auto Plus gateway, then only one phone will be able to connect to the system at a time through the Bluetooth connection. If you have an Auto Plus gateway, it eliminates this issue and multiple phones can connect to the system at the same time.